If you're a do-it-yourselfer and you want a powder coat and you want to know what you need, stick around. Alright, if you want a powder coat, the first thing you're going to need is a powder coating gun. You can get them for 99 bucks, 1,000, sky's the limit. This one that I use, a Cool Coat 2.0 LED, it's about 900 bucks. And then you're going to need an oven. Cheapest oven you're going to find, go to Craigslist. Just buy one that somebody doesn't want. Do not get a gas oven, get an electric oven. Then you can do all your... Okay, once you get an oven, a few things you're going to want to invest in are like some hooks, such as, so you could just hang them up there inside the oven. All right, they got bigger hooks and they got little hooks, but you're going to need to hang your items. All right, before I start rambling on too much about the ovens, hooks, let's talk hooks. All right, I got an assortment of hooks right here. These hooks, I don't know, you get like 50 of them in a bag. This hook right here is 6 inches long. It'll hold 50 pounds. These little hooks right here, I don't know what they hold, but man, they come in handy. And then I have these little S hooks. These aren't even like for powder coating, but they work. I use them a lot. They work good. This right here, I haven't really even used those. They're actually for Wrangler jeans. And then I have some of these hooks. Put stuff in swivel. Those come in handy. All right, so you have an oven, and you go and install a little temperature gauge in there so you can get a correct reading, because you can't believe what the oven says, especially when you buy it off of Craigslist. So say, for example, you want to start doing some cups. Well, you're going to need to make it, don't buy it, I'm cheap, make a holder stand. So let me show you. So for example, you're going to take a cup after you have a label on it, and then you put your high temp tape around the edge. You know, simple. Put foil so you get it ground, turn it upside down, spin it, put some paper, powder coat it, stick it in the oven. Stick your cup in there and powder coat it. Okay, that's about what you can do. You can use the bigger ones. Got a bigger cup, it works too. All right, say you have let's say a car part, say like an intake manifold, and you want to powder coat it. You know, this oven looks, it is big enough to powder coat it, but let me show you the problem you have when you're trying to powder coat it in an oven this small for a car part that size. And the problem you run into is you can't put it on the rack. You take the rack out. Okay? Take this out. This right here, just get rid of it. Don't need it. You're gonna have to use hooks. Okay? You're gonna have to use hooks. So you're gonna have to hook it down here somehow. However you're gonna do it, make a spot, and then you gotta hang it in the oven. So I'm not gonna go through everything, but if you have this and you're trying to get it in the oven and you're trying to hang it, which is kind of heavy anyways, let me tell you, it's hard. It's to stick both of your arms in the oven holding that car part without touching it and getting powder and just messing it up, pulling it out and redoing it. So that happens a lot. All right, and that's why I needed a bigger oven. 2 weeks after I started using that, I knew I needed a bigger oven. All right, so far you're gonna need an oven, you're gonna need a powder coating machine, and you're gonna need some hooks. Well, depending on what you're gonna powder coat, because you're gonna get into this, man, you're gonna need freaking sanders, okay? You're gonna need some accessories for your drill, and you're gonna need sandpaper. All right. You want to make your job easier? Let me show you something else. All right, this is what you're gonna need. You're gonna need a sandblaster. This is a small cabinet. This is a cheap one, man. I got this at Harbor Freight. I spent more money on the upgrade kit than I did the sandblaster. But regardless, you're gonna need a sandblaster. You're gonna need a shop vac. And man, you're gonna need a compressor. You don't have to have one that big, but it helps. Oh, and you're gonna need to get some kind of filtration system, because you do not want any moisture, any oil. You don't want any moisture going through your sandblaster, and you definitely don't want any moisture going through your powder coat machine. All right, I got a filter over there where I showed you. I got another filter right here. I got a filter that's going into my little inline filter right there that goes into my machine. Okay, a couple more things you're gonna need. You're gonna need a flashlight. Okay, because just looking at the part that you powder coat with just your eyes, you can't see. And you'll find that out real quick. Once you pull something out, you think you powder coated it without looking with a flashlight for light spots. Well, you'll find out the hard way. And then another thing you'll need is a infrared temperature gun. Okay, so you can check your part temperature. You know, not the oven temperature. You want to check the part temperature. So if the powder bakes on at 400 degrees for 10 minutes, well, you need to check it with that. You can get, you can go get these things that, I got a couple of them. You can get them on Harbor Freight. This one right here, these are cheap. These can throw it on the ground and probably broke it, but it doesn't matter. They're cheap. When you're rolling in the big bucks like me. Yeah, right. All right, so in a nutshell, I think that covers it. You're gonna need a powder coat gun. You're gonna need an oven. You're gonna need some way to clean your product. You're gonna need powder, of course. Some hooks. I don't know, man. Just do it. Just like the commercial says. All right, I want to make this clear, man. I'm just a do-it-yourselfer. I don't do this for a living, okay? I have a job that's not powder coating. Anyways, a couple more things you're gonna need is as far as cleaning, this has really helped me out. All right, here's one of the items I use. It's by Columbia Coating. It's a rapid strip liquid. This is for powder coating. It'll take off the powder coating. It's a little pricey, so I kind of watch. There's other items I can use, but that one works really good. Another one I use is acetone. Now, before I powder coat, I always wipe down the item with the denatured alcohol. Helps to remove any oils, and I just use it for cleaning. I use a lot of that. Although I use the denatured alcohol to wipe down the parts before I powder coat them, depending what the item is, I'll put it in the oven and I'll throw it up there like 250 degrees for 15 minutes to make sure I bake off any oils. All right, I think I've covered everything you need to powder coat to get started. Actually, you don't even need everything. Actually, you don't have to have a sandblaster. But you can get started pretty easily. You're gonna invest some money, so if you're gonna do it for a while, it may be worth it. If you just want to do a couple items, man, go get yourself a $100 gun. Go get yourself a Craigslist oven. If that's going to be too big for you, you can get a smaller oven. You can get one of those toaster ovens, and you can freaking use that for small parts. So that's about it. So stay tuned for the next video, man. Hit that like and subscribe button. Okay? Watch YouTube videos. Hit that like and subscribe.